Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Nona from thealignedlover.com. Here is the last video in my intro to the McJimsey style type series. Today we will explore the Ingenue. And as always, let's just briefly go over Harriet McJimsey's approach to style. She used the Yin Yang spectrum to create a system or spectrum of different archetypes that reflects not only physical traits, but more intangible traits like mannerisms, voice, persona, and expression. And one is expected to resonate with more than a single archetype. So keep your mind open and stay curious. All right, so the Ingenue is the most yin of all of the McJimsey style types. So on this side of the page, we have the symbols that McJimsey identified as representing that very yin energy really succinctly. We have a lot of delicacy, youthfulness, softness, artlessness, and naivety. Very, very opposite from the yang, dramatic qualities, very statuesque, bold, sophisticated, regal, mysterious, and forceful. And another thing to note is that yin is very youthful, so children, preteens, and teens are naturally going to have more recognizable yin and ingenue qualities, and those who have that ingenue archetype, as they mature, as they grow, they'll probably open up their range and develop more yang qualities. The most common kind of archetypes that they will kind of grow into or include more of in their expression going to be the romantic and classic, according to McJimsey. All right, so let's move on to some physical traits of the Ingenue. So their height is going to be usually below average. It's not necessarily the case all of the time, but usually they look quite short or petite, compact. Their build is smaller. They look dainty and delicate. Their posture tends to be very softly upright, ballet-like, graceful, with their head tilted, looking up at the world, at you. Their head shape or the kind of main shapes on their head and face include wide-spaced eyes, rounded cheeks, and a rounded chin. Their eyes tend to be large, round, wide-spaced, and long-lashed, with a coy or demure expression. Their brows feature a delicate, natural arch. Their nose tends to be, again, dainty with a sort of upward tilt, very fine-boned. Their mouth has a rosebud or heart-shaped quality to it, softly curved. Their hair tends to be best styled in pretty little curls, a little shorter as opposed to super long, and feathered or kind of wispy textures are also great. Their expression tends to be quite sparkling, cheerful, or demure and shy. Their voice tends to be soft, gentle, and higher on the register. They walk in a graceful, airy, light way, and their perceived age or kind of maturity is very youthful. And Harriet listed the following women as having very strong ingenue essence: Debbie Reynolds, Sandra Dee, Trisha Nixon, Haley Mills, and Shirley Jones. And as you can see here, I chose these adorable photos of these ingenue women with pets because I think you can really see that airy, bubbly, tender, adorable energy, very small, cute, childlike, very delicate, very girly, as opposed to the Gamine, who had a more kind of boyish, youthful, elf-like, mischievous quality. The ingenue is very, very frilly, light, princessy, and delicate, very doll-like. All right, so let's move on to some of the big picture ideas behind ingenue costuming. So for this silhouette, you'll see that minuscule, intricate Rococo nature that you can find in their hair and face being reflected through details, ornamentation, or the actual shape of the silhouette. That being said, simpler items and silhouettes can also be used with delicate detailing so long as very yin, delicate fabrics and materials are utilized. Their silhouette is going to be cropped, staccato, bouffant, with a small waist that can also be raised, like with empire waists or a lot of princess seams. Their horizontal line can be further broken with delicate rows of gathers, tucks, ruffles, small peplum waists, or short bolero or capelet cardigans. But too much detail can overwhelm a petite frame, so it all has to be proportionate. Common details include yoke line emphasis, which can be decorative or structural. Basically, the yoke is going to be the piece of fabric around the shoulders. So really a lot of neckline emphasis, frills, fullness, curves, very cute ruffles, bows. They also look great with fullness that's been created through gathered fabric, which takes on a more curving nature, as opposed to darts, which can create a sharper, more linear and angular kind of volume. As for textures or material, keep it sheer, lightweight, soft, and crisp. Organdie, batiste, voile, taffeta, light woolens, and cashmeres are listed as good fabrics. All right, so let's get into some ingenue costuming specifics. So McJimsey offered a paragraph about softening even the most tailored items like suits for the ingenue using soft textures, grade or soft hues, and details like gently fitted or raised waist, short curved jackets, and small spaced buttons. And I think this is a great example of that. Shoes are best kept low or medium in heel, with a curved heel being ideal. Cutout slippers, dainty bows, and straps are also lovely. You can see on the bottom, very Marie Antoinette. Accessories are dainty, never extreme. She lists gathered pouches or small clutches as being really cute for purses like this. Wrist-length gloves with a little flare at the cuff, very cute. As for jewelry, dainty, pearl, rhinestone, or floral ceramics. She lists a flower arrangement as being really great for the ingenue, especially on her wedding day. It would be a lace-edged colonial bouquet of rosebud, lily of the valley, and baby's breath tied with tiny floating ribbons. So I tried to find that. That's what I could find. And essentially, I would describe this as cottagecore meets coquette aesthetic. So obviously my voice is a little bit wrecked. Usually I go into more detail at this point, but I cannot keep talking. So please look out for my blog post and I will give way more detail because I cannot talk right now. But thank you if you watched so far. Hopefully my voice comes back. And I'm excited to go deeper into the McJimsey style types and find ways to translate them in a more casual, modern way. So that's going to be a separate series. All right, bye. See you in the next video.